Hello, hello, hello. Bless you, bless you, bless you. We want to continue with the topic on the man child in Revelation chapter 12, verse 5. That said, the woman was ready to give birth and she gave birth to a man child. And we said in the previous session that the man child is the perfect man, somebody who is already grown, is an imagery of one born with the image and likeness of God. A matured man, because this one was caught up to the throne and to God. What does it mean to be caught up to the throne and to God? To be caught up to God means that you have become born again and God is now your father. But every born again person initially is a baby. But this child is a man child. He was caught up not only to God, he didn't only become born again, he was also caught up to the throne. It means that he was matured to rule. So you cannot remain in the infancy stage of your Christian life, or else you cannot rule. Because there are several benefits when you are able to connect to where you belong, the throne. You need to mature. See, the woman who gave birth, let's look at this picture carefully. In 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 45 to 46, it says, and so it is written, the first man Adam was made a living soul. The last Adam was made a quickening spirit. However, that was not the first, which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterward, which is with the spiritual. Now, the first man, Adam, God did not give birth to Adam. I'm talking about the man child. Let's look at the two. God created Adam. When God created Adam, he was fully grown. He was old enough to have a wife. That is why God gave him his image and likeness. He created everything in the garden and said, sit in the garden and rule. Why? Because that template, that shadow of Adam in the garden was a matured man, so he could rule. But the last Adam, Jesus, came through normal birth. When I say normal birth, she came like a baby. She grew up. She went through all. Why? Because he is the perfect template. The reason Jesus is the perfect template is that he came as a baby and grew up. At the age of 30, there was that transition from child of a son of the man to son of God. That whatever stage man would be, Jesus would go through so that he will become the perfect template. From childhood to adulthood. He went through it so that it was not only his birth, but we are interested in when God said, this is my beloved son. So the spiritual, which is the perfect one, is the man child. Why? Now, the man child is one caught up onto the throne. The Bible tells us in Revelation 12:5 that he will rule. But I ask a question. Did you ever see Jesus sitting on the throne on the earth? No, but he was a king. How did he rule? His throne was heavenly. He sat on the throne for you and I to rule. Why? Because this man child is both the head and the body, the corpus Christi. The head being Christ, And the body of Christ, which is the church. So 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 12 going. It is one body with many members. So the spiritual is many members in a body. So the man child that sits on the throne is Christ and his body. So that the head sits, but somebody else must rule. God bless you.